Dr. Evelyn Reed sunk deep into her leather chair, scrutinized the young man before her. Elias had appeared increasingly agitated and distracted over the past few sessions. Today, however, there was an almost feral glint in his eyes. "Elias, how are you today?" Dr. Reed inquired, her voice soft and soothing. Elias didn't respond. His gaze was fixed on a corner of the room, as if watching something that wasn't there. His lips moved, but no sound emerged. After a few minutes, he abruptly flinched and fixed his eyes on Dr. Reed. The expression in his eyes sent a chill down her spine. "They're talking to me," Elias whispered, his voice trembling. "They're telling me what to do." With professional composure, Dr. Reed asked, "Who, Elias? Who do you think is talking to you?" "I don't know," Elias said, his voice rising. "But they're powerful, very powerful, and they're telling me to control you." Dr. Reed began to feel a growing sense of unease. Elias's condition seemed to be deteriorating. "Elias, I won't let anyone control me," she said, trying to maintain a calm tone. A chilling smile spread across Elias's face. "But they want you," he said, "and you can't resist them." Suddenly, Elias's voice changed. It became deeper, richer, and almost demonic. "She's ours now, Evelyn," the voice emanating from Elias said. "Give her to us." Dr. Reed felt her heart pounding in her chest. Elias's eyes had turned completely black. She felt as though she couldn't move of her own volition, as if she were being controlled by an unseen force. I, I, Dr. Reed stammered, her tongue feeling thick and heavy. "Silence." The voice from Elias's mouth commanded, "You don't need to speak anymore." Dr. Reed felt herself completely lose control of her body. She was like a puppet, her strings being pulled by someone else. At the end of the session, Elias stood up and walked towards the door. Before exiting, he turned to Dr. Reed and said with a chilling smile, "Remember, Evelyn, remember pushing that girl down the stairs in high school? No one knows, do they?" And then, without looking back, he left the room. Dr. Reed sat rigidly in her chair, deeply shaken by Elias's words. She had tried to bury that incident years ago, disguising it as an accident. But Elias, how could he know? As she watched Elias leave, Dr. Reed couldn't stop trembling. Years had passed, but the memory was still vivid. In high school, driven by jealousy, she had pushed a girl down the stairs. The girl had sustained minor injuries, but Dr. Reed, fueled by fear, had managed to cover it up. This secret had gnawed at her for years. Now, Elias knew. How was this possible? The dark look in Elias's eyes, that eerie voice. A chilling thought struck her. What if Elias truly was being controlled by other entities, as he claimed? Elias's words echoed in her mind. "They're talking to me, telling me what to do." Who were these entities, and what did they want from Dr. Reed? Were they trying to control her using Elias? But why? Dr. Reed stared into a future filled with fear and uncertainty. She didn't know what Elias's next move would be, but she was certain of one thing: her life would never be the same again. This secret would haunt her forever, and those dark entities, whoever they were, wouldn't let her go.